Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the podcasts. I make this video under duress. Anytime I talk about AMP and listings, I always recommend you temper your expectations and practice discipline. But whenever I say that, we always lose subs. But you know what? The team is telling me to do it. So for a one-off, and this is absolutely a one-off, AMP will be listing on Binance tomorrow. I'm sure most of the Empire already knows this. I will not kid myself and say that I am their sole source of information. I'm not. But if you are one of the rare ones, and I am your voice of AMP, AMP is listing on Binance tomorrow. I'm not going to do an intro or anything. This is just a quick get it in, get it out, you asked for it video. But for a super special treat, and because I don't give price predictions, I will give you my thoughts on this for tomorrow. First things, though, this is not financial advice. You do you. We have a pretty solid core of folks here at the podcast, and I thought it would be fun to give you my personal prediction so you can either gaze at my wonder in shock and amazement that I am so damn correct, or you can mock me endlessly because I was so far off. So even though you didn't ask, I thought I would give one because we will never get this chance again. It only lists once. Word on the street has it going to 15 to 20 cents, and I cannot even begin to stress how much I think that is wrong. I hate going to market cap or potential market cap for evaluation, but you know what? I'm going to on this one. Are you suggesting that AMP will see a $2 to $3 billion valuation increase tomorrow because of Binance? No. I say no. I'd love to be wrong, but you know what? I'm not going to be wrong here. It's not going to happen. The word is out on AMP right now. People who have been moderately interested in it have already packed what they want to pack. They may DCA up a bit, but they are pretty solid in the amount of AMP that they wanted, and they should be diversifying their holdings a bit because that is just good investing. Now, the difference in this list and the Coinbase list was that AMP didn't have the 12-cent spike before Coinbase. But you can't erase history, and it has one now. People can check histories. It's not hard. So that 12-cent spike alone would suggest to me it won't get much above that in the best case scenario. People see the all-time high. They see the fall off. It's psychology at that point. Again, that's the best scenario. Worst case scenario, Bitcoin decides to take a dump overnight. As goes Bitcoin, so goes the market. For the time being, that is fact. You might not like it, but as a pragmatist, I have to embrace reality as I see it and not as I wish it was. But the Bitcoin right now is up, and that alone could also be a little bit of a hindrance. Bitcoin trending up, lots of money pouring into the market, lot pouring into Bitcoin. So speculative money that might have gone into something like AMP is going into Bitcoin. There is only so much investment capital to go around. But let's pretend that the status quo happens. Bitcoin holds right where it is. And you know what? This is a fun one for me. So I'm going to assume just that. Bitcoin holds exactly where it is. Bitcoin holds, glory. AMP lists, glory. Here is precisely what I think will happen, and you guys can call me on it during the live stream. You right in my face. Best case, in my opinion, not financial advice, just my opinion, is it tickles 10 cents. Best case. I don't think it even reaches 10 cents, but it can maybe see it from where it's standing. The folks who bought in at 12 are pretty happy to be able to recover some of their money, and some are going to get out. I would expect to see some realized profits at 8-ish, realized profits at 9-ish, see the stall, and maybe see if it hits that late surge to 10. And then it will begin settling down. I get it, man. People want it to go to 12. They want it to go to 15. They want it to go to $11. All right, but just listing on Binance, that ain't going to do it. Ultimately, nothing has fundamentally changed about AMP. Nothing. it still derives its long-term value from usage, and that's it. Speculators can move the needle, you bet. We've already seen this, but they get bored. They are happy with a 10 to 15% profit and they move on. We've already seen this. We saw this with Coinbase. And I know the bated breaths are held, wishing, hoping, wanting it to be so. But I don't believe another listing is the true blowout moment for AMP, and it never has been. I want to be wrong. I absolutely do. But I'm not. I'm not. There are going to be a few days of the wild swings. If you're an investor with some nerve, lots of scalping opportunities in front of you. Investing is about character, but it's also about courage. So see if you can catch the falling knife if you are of a mind to try. But lots and lots of money have been won and lost doing that very thing. So you know what? Do it with a full heart. This time, next week, 7 days, 10 days, we're going to be back where we are supposed to be. But you know what? Have some fun with it. It is always fun to watch your token soar, and you know what? A little bit morbid part of you. It's fun to watch it crash. This is a movie that you have already paid to see. So you know what? There's no getting out of it. Coinbase did it once. We told you about it right here on the podcasts. This is the Coinbase part 2. The revenge of the Binance. Whatever. Anyways, folks, look, that's my thoughts on it. You know what? For the Empire. Live stream on Thursday, and if I am stupidly wrong, huge miss. Great opportunity to mock me, and we will have the phone lines open. That's it, guys. Cheers.